I just wanted to relay a couple of thoughts. First and foremost, whenever I hear the word perfunctory, I think back to an experience I had one day. I was listening to a heavy metal radio station one day as I drove through Sarasota, Florida. I don't listen to heavy metal stations that often, but this time it was special. At some point between songs, a deep voice came on the air to give me the call letters of the radio station, and then the voice added a twist, and it went something along the lines of this. WQXR, Real Rock, Fort Myers, Sarasota. We are not in service to Satan. We merely play a perfunctory role. Really? Then bam, right off to the heavy metal thrashing music. I had to pull the car over to finish laughing. And I kind of turned to my passenger and I said, did we just hear what we thought we heard? It was the greatest use of perfunctory I'd ever heard in my life. That was fabulous. This second part here is not perfunctory. I didn't get a chance to do some of the tributes last week for the 30th, I should say the week before, the 30th anniversary program. But I wanted to relay a couple of thoughts that I had about being a member of this club, if I could. I owe the fact that I am here to Recruiter Rick, this man sitting right over here. I think a lot of people actually owe their at least first contact with this club to Recruiter Rick. The man from Cycle City, he seemed kind of enthusiastic about his club. I've been to Toastmaster clubs before, sure, seen them, know what they do and all that other stuff. But he seemed exceptionally excited about this club, and it met at an ungodly hour of 7 a.m. in the morning. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. It actually took me one meeting with this club to decide I really like this bunch. I mean, they were something different. I'd been to a number of meetings. I've been through some really boring Toastmasters meetings and some awful ones. They were serious about speaking, so serious, I barely got an opportunity to introduce myself the first meeting. Kind of felt a little dejected, but I thought, okay, I'll stick it out. But they also laughed at each other. Not that it originated here, but that humor segment that they had right off the top, I thought, gosh, that's genius, man. All clubs should do this. It's such a great start to a meeting. And these folks like to tease each other. They didn't take themselves too seriously. They teased each other. And there's always a bit of an inside joke going on in every meeting. There's a recurring theme. There's something moving along the lines of a running gag that ties the meeting together. And as George Carlin would say in one of his bits, your job, find it. And I'm really not a morning person, as I indicated, but I decided this was a group I would actually get out of bed for in the mornings. Really, I'd get up before 7 a.m. and actually go hang out with some people. You let me meddle with your webpage. You let me knock myself out with social media. I've taken on some responsibilities over the past 10 years. Truth is, I can spot a good story, and this club is a good story. Great memorable moments that should be shared beyond these walls, in my opinion. And that's why I started a YouTube page for this club, and I regularly feed it with some of the content and great material that you folks provide here on a weekly basis. And with your permission, and most of you have been extremely brave and gracious to allow me to take your picture and to put you on YouTube and to do a number of other things, you guys should consider yourselves a real cut above as far as a club, and the fact that you're willing to put yourself out there. You're willing to allow yourself to be seen publicly and to share yourself. You really should think about that, because there aren't a lot of clubs that do that. And I think it really sets this club on another level. And it also allows people to see in and say, you know, I kind of like those people. You know, I might want to hang out with those folks. It would be great. And you've allowed me to share this club with the world, as I've said, over the past decade, and it's been terrific. Most of all, I just want to thank you for becoming trusted friends. It's so much fun getting to know all of you and to be around you on a weekly basis. And I like what Rick said earlier. I like the whole FOMO aspect of it. Yeah, fear of missing out. That's what that acronym means, and that's what it stands for. You've taught me so many lessons, letting me be president against probably your better judgment in this club. You've allowed me to do that. And you've kept me humble. And it's quite simply, really that this club is exceptional because of the outstanding people who share these Thursday mornings. Thank you for being exceptional, and that is not perfunctory.
Rick.